morning, everyone. Are we here? Good morning.
How's going, sir? How was the talk? Did you make any investment decision with SK?
We made a very, very significant and long-term partnership. Do we start? Yeah. Where's our team? Can we start? Are we allowed to start? We're the boss. We could do whatever we like.
Okay.
We would like to start.
Go ahead, you're the boss.
Okay, so today we announced a long-term partnership with SK. As you know, we've been friends with partners with SK for a very long time. SK is our largest memory partner. Without SK's partnership, today's AI industry would not have developed as wonderfully as it has. Our mutual businesses today is booming. Our business is booming. AI infrastructure is being built all over the world. And the technology is advancing very quickly. The demand is very strong. AI is now, after all of these years, now useful. AI is profitable. And because AI is profitable, everybody wants to build more AI infrastructure. We announced a partnership with SK that has many elements. We are going to partner to secure a long-term agreement. We are co-designing our roadmaps together so that we can advance Nvidia's architecture and SK's memory technology, SK Hynix's memory technology together so that we could achieve the highest performance, the greatest value for the market. We are also expanding our partnership to include many new markets. This last week, I announced 4 new products. Our AI supercomputer, today called Grace Blackwell, next generation Vera Rubin, will have SK Hynix inside. We also announced a brand new revolutionary new CPU called Vera, and Vera will have SK Hynix inside. We announced a redesign, a reinvention of the world's personal computers. We called RTX Spark. It's a partnership between us and Microsoft to reinvent the personal computer for the first time in 40 years. And that will have SK Hynix inside. We're also building a new generation of robotics processors. As you know, robotics has finally arrived. The age of physical AI has finally arrived. And no country is better prepared for robotics than Korea. Incredible wealth of AI researchers. Of course, the local expertise and the leadership of heavy industries and manufacturing here in Korea. The combination of these two capabilities makes Korea the ideal country to take advantage of artificial intelligence's next wave called physical AI and robotics. We built a processor called Thor, Jetson Thor, and Jetson Thor will have SK Hynix inside. In these 4 projects, we will expand our partnership from AI supercomputers to CPUs to PCs and, of course, very exciting robotics. These are the elements of our partnership. We're very, very grateful for our friendship with SK Hynix. Our partnership is world-class, and today we're announcing a major new enhancement to our partnership for the coming years. Tony?
You have a question?
I have a question. Last Friday, the NASDAQ, the Nvidia first launch and the SK Hynix is launching right now. So what would you say to people worrying the AI value chain?
We're in the beginning of the AI revolution. As you know, everyone will use AI. Every country will use AI. Every company will be powered by AI. And we're at the beginning of that journey. Also, AI has finally become profitable, which is the reason why building these AI factories is so important. When something is profitable, everyone wants more factories. We're seeing great demand the business is booming around the world for more AI factories. And so that's the reason why we're entering this partnership, so that we could extend our partnership, increase the scale of our partnership quite substantially. We're at the beginning of that AI infrastructure build out, and the future is quite bright. SK Hynix and SK Telecom, and overall SK. And we have great partnerships with many companies here in Korea, but today we're 100% focused on SK Hynix and SK Telecom.
So many questions.
Who's in charge?
파트너십에서는 보통 이제 하이닉스랑 엔비디아가 많이 협력을 했는데요. 이번에 텔레콤이랑 조라님 많이 하는 것 같은데 협력의 의미랑 역할 같은 것들을 좀 설명해 주시죠.
네, 뭐 한국말로 질문이 와서 한국말로 그냥 하겠습니다. 네. I'm sorry, I'm using Korean. 예, 이게 그동안에 많은 협력은 SK 하이닉스와 엔비디아하고 해왔은 것이 사실이었고요. 주로 보면 메모리 협력이었는데 지금서부터는 저희가 협력의 차원을 좀 더 높여서 SK그룹하고 엔비디아하고 협력을 하는 좀 더 큰 그림으로 갔습니다. 크게 보면 두 가지인데요. 하나는 미래에는 AI 팩토리를 같이 엔비디아와 같이 만들어 가겠다. AI 팩토리라는 개념은 하이닉스 랩을 포함해서 여러분이 생각하는 AI 데이터 센터 같은 것들 전부 다 총칭하는 말이 될 것 같고요. 또 하나의 얘기를 한건 이제 엔비디아와 제가 이제 디벨롭하는 R&D 로드맵을 같이 쉐어할 거라고 생각을 합니다. 그래서 같은 로드맵을 같이 만들어서 미래에 좀 더 AI 이 수요에 좀 더 빨리 적응할 수 있도록 만들어 나가는 협력을 계속하도록 하겠습니다.
Jensen, I have a question. So this question is for Jensen, and I'm reading from Korea. Today's announcement mentions fully autonomous web operation, and do you see that as a long-term vision for NVIDIA's collaboration with the SK? And what would be the biggest benefit once the vision is realized?
Could you say that again? I couldn't hear louder.
Today's announcement mentions fully autonomous web operation, and do you
Hey,
see that
hang on. Hey,
as
could you guys do us a favor? Could people back there hold it down? Yes, ma'am. Please.
Today's announcement mentions fully autonomous web operations. And do you see that as a long-term vision for NVIDIA's collaboration with SK Hynix? And what would be the biggest benefit once the vision is realized?
Autonomous. The future of manufacturing is going to require deep science and deep AI. And manufacturing will incorporate artificial intelligence in order to achieve super capabilities not achievable today. And SK Hynix and SK Telecom and ourselves are working very closely together to make sure that the most advanced AI technology is produced from SK Hynix's fabs and used by SK Telecom, as well as by SK Hynix. So this partnership is incredible because we're building the technology, we're also using the technology. SK Telecom and Nvidia has a partnership to build AI factories here in Korea. AI factories are essential for the population of Korea, education, the universities, the scientific labs, but also the startup companies and the industries themselves. Just like electricity, just like water, just like the internet, Korea will be powered by artificial intelligence in the future. It will be used in every country, every company, and every industry, including, of course, manufacturing of chips and manufacturing of telecommunications. The future telecommunication network is not just bits, it will also be AI. and it will be infused into the telecommunications network. It'll be much better spectrum efficiency, much more bandwidth, and much more capabilities. And so we're very excited about the partnership with SK Telecom as well.
그럼 저 뒤에 네.
You mentioned doing R&D on AI infrastructure architecture. Could you share some of the key innovations you're looking to achieve? And many AI infrastructure projects still have proven commercial success. So why do you think it will be different?
AI infrastructure companies are very successful today. Their businesses are booming. All of the world's CSPs, their businesses are booming. Not enough GPUs. New startup companies, CoreWeave, Nebius, Nscale, Lambda, their businesses are booming. They're startup infrastructure companies around the world. Their businesses are booming. And so it is the reason why our demand for NVIDIA compute is so high, and that's why NVIDIA demand for SK Hynix memory is so high. We are in the beginning of building infrastructure for AI around the world. This is just very early. We have a decade, maybe longer, of building out infrastructure for the world's artificial intelligence. Every country will need it. Every company will be powered by it. Everyone will use it. And so you could imagine the demand for AI is extremely large. You need demand for leading AI, frontier AI, for example, OpenAI and Anthropic and Gemini and so on. You also need AI for each one of the science industries. So you need AI for biology, AI for physics, AI for quantum. You need AI for each industry. AI for telecommunications is different than ChatGPT. AI for manufacturing and robotics is different. And so each one of these fields will have different AI, but they all need the same thing. They need NVIDIA GPU compute, and they need AI infrastructure for all of it. We're at the very beginning. We have many years of very significant build-out.
Does today's alliance mean that your reliance on other South Korean memory suppliers will decrease? And what do you see South Korea's biggest capabilities as?
South Korea is world-class in manufacturing semiconductors. South Korea has several advantages, and you should all be incredibly proud of how South Korea has advanced in the last 20 years that I've known South Korea. When I first came to South Korea 25 years ago, it was at the beginning of the PC revolution and the internet revolution. And at the time, there was no internet in South Korea. There were no PCs. And because of video games and esports and StarCraft and PC bombs and internet access, now South Korea is so advanced. But in that 20 years, there are several industries that I think created that were advanced so incredibly. Semiconductors, particularly with memory technology, is world-class. The second, of course, is heavy industries. The world, in order to create new industries, need heavy industries. That world is extremely complex, and South Korea is completely world-class. Not to mention last, the local consumption, the local advancement of software technology, artificial intelligence, science, and math is so deep in South Korea that South Korea now is one of the world's leading contributors of artificial intelligence. I saw recently, United States is number 1, China is number 2, South Korea I think is number 3. It is an incredible achievement, and not surprising because of the deep passion for science and math. So I think that this combination really creates a perfect environment for South Korea to take advantage of the AI revolution. Now, with respect to our partnership, we have a lot of friends here in South Korea. I've been coming to South Korea for a long time. We have friends with many companies, and I'm going to have many meetings today with many of my friends and partners. And then tonight, we have an ecosystem meeting. We have an ecosystem event where startup companies and scientists from all over South Korea, we're going to get together. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to acknowledge and thank them for all of their partnership, and we're going to celebrate the future together. But today, I'm here to celebrate and announce our big partnership with SK hynix. This is really a first of its kind for us. Multi-year, multi-platform, multi-technology, and multiple businesses within SK. In semiconductors with memory manufacturing, but also telecommunications to build out AI factories here in South Korea. South Korea needs AI infrastructure. Today has very little. As one of the world-leading ecosystems for AI, I assure you, AI infrastructure will be essential to the advancement in the future. Just as we needed fabs for semiconductors, we need AI fabs for AI. And so SK Telecom is going to help build that. We have all the time in the world.
Last
You
question to
choose. How about
please?
two questions? Who's choosing? This is Sunny. She has been with Nvidia for over 20 years.
Hello, Jensen. I have a question. So you mentioned that Hynix will develop memory for Nvidia. Does it mean that Hynix will become Nvidia's #1 memory vendor? And does it mean that Hynix will supply more volume of memory than other memory companies?
Nvidia is going to build in the next several years. In the next year alone, I've already announced that Vera Rubin and Grace Blackwell represents $1 trillion of sales from Nvidia. $1 trillion of sales. And so inside that $1 trillion, we need a lot of chips. Interconnects and memories and wafers and packaging and enormous amount. SK hynix has been Nvidia's largest memory partner. SK hynix will continue to be Nvidia's largest memory partner. And this is a partnership and a friendship that has gone back a long time. I'm very proud of the contribution Nvidia has made to SK hynix, and I'm very proud of the contributions they made to us. And today we're announcing this big partnership. It is to grow, continue to grow, commitment to each other, commitment to development together, and also commitment to grow together, expand our market reach together so that SK hynix and Nvidia will diversify our partnership beyond AI factories, grow AI factories, and diversify even beyond into robotics and other computing platforms. So this is a very big announcement. I'm very proud of our partnership with SK hynix and very, very proud of our deep friendship. Tony?
Yeah, let me answer back. Well, just asking that Hynix is going to be the largest the memory providers for the Nvidia. But, well, nevertheless, I'm just announcing that SK Hynix's biggest customer will be the Nvidia. So we are dedicated to Nvidia for the supply of the chips. That's the one thing, and the other thing is that we have to actually increase the computer the calculation capacity. That's for the AI. That's for the ecosystem for the AI. So that's how we share for the roadmap in the future. So how we going to expand that the computing power to the world, the most efficient and fastest way. That's our target, and we share that those roadmap. And also, one other things I want to add up is SK is going to be the neo cloud provider The main is that the AI data center, AI factories we need, and Korea needed a lot of AI infrastructures. And with the Nvidia and our friendship is going to be back up with that, those AI infrastructure in the future. So we're going to build that large infrastructures, and not only just Korea, but right now as we are focusing on the Korea infrastructure first. Thank you.
네, 감사합니다.
네,
저희 시간
마치겠습니다.
여기서 마치겠습니다. 죄송합니다. 또 질문 있으면 따로 저희가.
The pressure for the last question is very high. You have to ask, are you ready to ask a very good question?
Yes.
I think she's confident to ask. Go ahead. Well,
Okay, so could you elaborate a little bit on the multi-year contract? Is it 2 years or years, and how is it different from the previous contract? And can you put a value to it, maybe second half of the year? And also, a lot of people around the world are so worried about stocks, semiconductor stocks. I know it was asked earlier, but if you could just tell us, about the valuation and how the semiconductor sector can hit.
well, it's multiple years. It's more than 2, and we'll have the opportunity to keep extending. Yeah, it's more than 2, and we have the opportunity to keep extending. We already procure and we buy from SK Hynix already billions and billions of dollars each year, and it's going to grow. It's going to grow substantially, and so with respect to the stock price, everybody should be very excited. They can now buy stock at a cheaper price, and it's absolutely true that the future of AI is very bright. It is it is a foregone conclusion that AI will be infrastructure for the world, just like internet was infrastructure for the world. This infrastructure is in the beginning of the build-out. We've only been building infrastructure for 1 year. And so we have many years of infrastructure build-out to do. Here in Korea, there are no AI infrastructure, barely at all. And so just Korea, we need to build lots and lots of AI infrastructure, but we need to partner together to build it around the world. We're going to start here with SK Telecom, and you could just imagine how much building we have to do. So the future for AI is incredible. We're at the beginning of it, and whatever happened to the stock market, you should be very happy, because now you can buy it at a discount. Okay, how about we take one more question? That actually was an excellent question to end on. That was an excellent question to end on. Tony, did you want to add anything?
Can I ask a question to Mr. Che?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Mr.
that you
Che,
can.
please. Can you give us an update on your discussions on long-term agreements with customers? Like, what are their terms of the contract, such as pricing and penalties?
Well, there's some limitations with various partners, various long-term contracts. Here is what I'm trying to do. Well, we need more the sustainability. So this is just beginning of the AI era. But I see that there is a lot of the scarcity in not only just the chips, energies, and even waters and everything. So I hope that we can maintain this ecosystem as much more the long term. So in order to getting the more the partners participate into the AI ecosystem, so I wanted to have that some long-term comfort for our customers and the newcomers. So that's what I wanted to do. But I know that there is some shortage and the price is a matter with that supply and demand side. So, but our partnership, we try to stabilize that whole ecosystem. That's what we are trying to do. So that's the only information I can share right now.